Well, hi there, beautiful people. If you're wondering about my background, why do I have planes and ice cream and Louis Vuitton bags? Well, one, because I can, and two, because these are some of the things that I like. Now, that should give you a hint about what today's IELTS theme is. Yeah, the like question. So, what exactly are we going to do in this episode? We are going to dive deep into IELTS speaking part one, but with a special focus on the questions where you are asked, do you like? What do you like? What do you enjoy doing? What do you like doing? We're going to really focus on the like question because it comes up so often and it's often really badly answered because students don't know the strategies to use. So when we look at the like questions, we're going to go from general to specific to a reason. We're also going to look at 8 or 9 amazing synonyms to replace the word like, because when you repeat what the examiner says to you, you are not displaying any new language. So your lexical score doesn't go up. And honestly, by just focusing on this video, by learning the words, the phrases, the synonyms for like this, I think an idiom or two, you really will boost your lexical resource score. I'm a firm believer that when it comes to IELTS, it's about quality, not quantity, about targeting the right things, about learning the right things. And in my opinion, this is one of the most important videos you could watch. It's one of the things I really try to drum into my students. I draw their attention to the importance of using synonyms. And quite honestly, learning a couple synonyms for the word like is not that difficult, right? So check out this video. If you'd like access to our classroom with all of the free downloadable material, just check the link in the description below. We really are here to help as many of you as possible score IELTS 7, 8, and 9. And also, moving forward, we are going to do a section on IELTS writing where we walk you through an opinion essay, the do's and the don'ts. And I've helped students write an IELTS essay in 20 minutes. It seems undoable until it's done. And there are some really clear strategies that you can employ to score IELTS 7, 8, or 9. I've helped hundreds of students score those big numbers starting at 6 and 6.5, and it's not as difficult as you may imagine. Also, when it comes to the writing, we're really going to focus on keywords, micro keywords, and synonyms. If you are an IELTS test taker, I would still direct you towards my Reading in English with Emily series because those videos, those reading passages are very closely linked to IELTS topics. That's where you can learn some vocabulary in context. And if I may say so myself, I think it's pretty amazing. I think it's really good quality content. Feel free to comment, like, let us know what you think. Let us know what you want from us. Because right now I am creating in a bit of a vacuum. I do get feedback from my one-to-one students, my private students, my course students. But come on, there's a sea of students out there. And you are the guys, you are the ones who can really help me to create the right material for you. You're my audience. I want to create for you. So please engage. Let me know what I can do to make this a mega channel of learning. That's my goal. That's my ambition. But right now, it's time for IELTS and like. By the way, do you like ice cream? Do you enjoy ice cream? Are you fond of ice cream? Is ice cream your cup of tea? Wow, that sounds weird. Every time I say things like that, coffee is my cup of tea, ice cream is my cup of tea. But did you notice that I used a couple synonyms for like? And by the end of this video, I hope that you are able to do the same. And before you watch this video, grab a pen, paper, notebook, and get ready to make some notes. I also suggest that you create an IELTS vocabulary notebook where you write down vocabulary phrases, idiomatic language for different topics. And this way, you're kind of building your own personalized mini dictionary. This is the advice I've been giving students for the last 12 years, and trust me, it works. Now, enough talking. Let's do this. I believe that this video will really walk you through why you are stuck at IELTS 5 or 6 and cannot really get to 7. In this segment, we are going to focus on the like questions, and in follow-up videos, we are going to cover all the question types. So let's talk about the like question. And what is the like question? Do you like living in your city? What kinds of animals do you like? And the strategy here is to go from general to specific. So if we talk about what kind of animals do you like, very, very simply, with the structure, let's look at a general statement where you would say, I like big animals. I like wild animals. Okay, so we're starting with a very simple statement of I like wild animals. And then we become more specific, more precise. So, in particular, which wild animals do you like? I like bears. That's great. And then we add a reason, and this will help to expand your answer, also give you a chance to use a wide lexical resource. So, why do you like bears? Because they are majestic. So, listen to what I have just said. Okay, I started with a general statement, which is in general, I like bears or I like wild animals. And then I moved on to, in particular, I like bears. I hope you're making notes as we go along. And then I gave the reason, which is they are majestic creatures. Now, that's good, but we're also going to look at how we can make this great. Okay, so just remember our our base statement of in general, I like wild animals. In particular, I like bears. And the reason is because they are majestic. Now we can do the same with do you like shopping? And I would really like you to pause and type your answer in the comments below. This is really important because it will show you how we are developing your answer from basic to amazing, from basic to blowing the examiner's mind. So pause the video and type your answer in the comments below. Fantastic. If you are done, we can move on to paraphrasing like. So in the basic answer, I said, I like wild animals. So the question was, what and what kinds of animals do you like? And I said, I like wild animals. Great. I developed my answer by saying, in particular, I like bears. Then I gave a reason because they are majestic. So the answer has developed. Definitely. It's a good answer. But did you notice that I used the word like 3 times? And like is the word that the examiner used in the question. So here, let's paraphrase. And because the like question is so common, let's really learn some synonyms and phrases for like. So instead of saying like, I enjoy, I'm passionate about, I take pleasure in, I get a kick out of, I fancy, I'm keen on, I have a fondness for, it's my cup of tea. So let's go back to our bear statement. So in general, I like wild animals. I'm keen on wild animals. I have a fondness for wild animals. Does that sound better? Absolutely. In particular, I'm quite passionate about bears, especially, and I can give a particular type of bear. And the reason that I am keen on, or the reason I have a fondness for um, polar bears um, is that they are majestic creatures. So can you see how we took an answer from what kinds of animals do you like? I like wild animals. We built it up from I like wild animals to I like bears, and the reason because they are majestic. And then our final answer, which is I am keen on wild animals, and I have to say that I'm passionate about bears. And the reason I have a fondness for bears is that they are majestic creatures. Can you see the development? Can you now understand how the examiner is grading you and why you have been stuck at band 5.5 or band 6, and why this is a an answer that will really blow the examiner's mind? And the only thing that we've done is we have created a structure for your answer. We've gone from the general to the specific, and we've added a reason. And then we have used synonyms for like, and I really, really want you guys to pay attention to this because the synonyms for like are important. You get so many questions with the like phrase in it or the like word in it. Do you like? What do you like? Um, and instead of saying like, look at our screen. We have 8 other phrases that we could use. And by using these 8 phrases, we're giving the examiner an opportunity to increase our score for lexical resource. Just really take a few minutes to learn this. I promise you, it's a game changer. I don't create videos just for random content. I create videos that are really going to up your game. Now, let's look at the same structure, the strategy for do you like shopping? So, again, shopping, do you like? We're going to change the like with get a kick out of, keen on. So, we're also going to look at the structure here. Remember our structure? We're going to start with a general statement. Well, in general, I would say that I get a kick out of. And then we move to the specific. In particular, I'm quite keen on. I'm. Well, in general, I would say, I'd say, but those are contractions. That's for another time. And I guess this is probably because and my reason. Now, I'd like you to use this structure to answer the question of do you like shopping? Also, let's go back to the previous comment that you made in the comments below, and let's see if you can use the structure to recreate or create a new answer. Do not delete your old answer, just add to it. I'd like to see how your answer has evolved. Now, once again, we can look at questions like do you like living in big cities? Do you like going shopping? Do you like outdoor sports? Remember, we're going to start with a general statement, then particular, and we're going to give a reason. Also, don't forget to use the synonyms for like. Now, let's look at some current IELTS speaking part 1 topics. The first one, it's about your city, your hometown. I'm going to bet that you're going to get this question. So let's look at the first one. Do you like living in your city? And we have all of our other phrases for like. Do you remember what they are? Enjoy, fancy, get a kick out of, my cup of tea, have a fondness for, take pleasure in. So, do you like living in your city? Yes, I like living in my city. What kind of answer is that? What band answer is that? Band 5? Absolutely. Now, let's look at a really, really good answer. Do you like living in your city? Absolutely. This is a really natural language, so go ahead and use it. I have a fondness for my city. Even better, I have a genuine fondness for my city. Why? Its vibrant atmosphere and rich cultural diversity make it an incredible place to live. Does this show that I like living there? Yes, I used phrases and words vibrant atmosphere, rich cultural diversity, incredible place to live. Does this convey that I like living there? Absolutely. Not only do I like living there, It sounds like I love living there. The bustling streets, lively markets, and friendly neighborhoods create a unique charm that I truly appreciate. I appreciate. Moreover, the city offers countless opportunities for personal and professional growth, which adds to its appeal. So, overall, I'm quite content with living here. That's a great answer. Analyze it and then try to replicate it for your answers. Now, let's move on to another part one topic, again related to where you live. And is the city your permanent residence? Permanent residence, please don't ignore the micro keywords in the speaking and particularly in the IELTS writing. And if you guys would like a video on IELTS writing part two, please comment below, suggest some topics that you'd like covered, and I will create a video for it. Now, let's look at this question. Is the city your permanent residence? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Answering the question directly. I consider this city my permanent residence. Okay, so there's no paraphrasing here, but hold on, it's coming. It's where I have built my life. So it sounds permanent. I've built my life here. It's my permanent residence. I've established my career. I formed lasting connections with friends and family. While I may travel occasionally for work or leisure, this city will always be my home base. Beautiful, permanent residence, home base. It's where I have built my life. I have a strong attachment to its landmarks, traditions, and community, which further solidifies my commitment to staying here for the long term. Look at the different ways that the candidate presented the idea of a permanent residence. I've built my life here. It's my home base. I'm attached to it. I'm staying here for the long term. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful answer? Now, we're going to move on to another question. And before you say this answer is too long for IELTS speaking part one, I agree with you. We are on the same page. But having said that, I do want to expose you to how we can create really great answers, complex answers. And this might even pop up in part three in a different way. So instead of saying this is just for part one, let's just explore it as a question that's related to cities. And have there been any big changes in your city? So, have there been up until now your perfect tense? Yes, there have been several. Have there been any? Yes, there have been several big changes, significant changes in my city over the years. Again, the perfect tense. There have been over the years. Now we're going to get specific, right? We're going to talk about one big change, one notable change is the development of new infrastructure, including the construction of modern transportation networks such as highways, bridges, and subway systems. And then we're going to give a comment, we're going to expand on it. These improvements have enhanced connectivity and facilitated easier movement within the city. I'm not done. And this could actually be used in your IELTS writing as a structure. This really does make sense. Once again, if you want videos and tutorials on IELTS writing, please comment, let us know, and we will create accordingly. Also, put in the topics that are just driving you crazy. Right, let's move on to the next paragraph. Additionally, in addition, there has been a noticeable expansion in commercial and residential areas with the emergence of skyscrapers, shopping malls, and residential complexes. Now, I would also like you to highlight the vocabulary here because there's some really good vocabulary in this answer. And the vocabulary is why the candidate will score band 9 for lexical resource. The transition phrases, the additionally, furthermore, and so on is where the coherence score comes in. So let's continue. This urbanization has transformed, so big changes, yeah, transformed the city skyline and provided more options for entertainment, shopping, and housing. Big changes, noticeable expansion. Perfect. Furthermore, there has been a growing emphasis on environmental sustainability, leading to initiatives such as green spaces, bike lanes, and renewable energy projects. These efforts aim to make the city more eco friendly and reduce its carbon footprint. That's a big change, reducing its carbon footprint. Overall, these changes have contributed to the city's evolution, big changes, growth, evolution into a more modern, dynamic, and sustainable urban center. Now, in this 15-minute tutorial, what have you learned? You have learned how to answer a basic question about like. You've learned the structure, go from the general to the specific and give a reason. You've also learned synonyms for like, which will increase your score for lexical resource. Not only have you done that in this final slide, you have been exposed to amazing Band 9 vocabulary, but more than that, you have been exposed to it in context, which means you are learning it correctly. So rather than learning a word list about significant changes, notable expansion, or emphasis, or random words, you've actually learned the vocabulary in context, in sentences, grammatically correct sentences. So at this point, I would really focus on this slide for 3 or 4 minutes. It's brilliant because it brings together everything that will create a fabulous Band 9 answer. And I want you to go through it again. Have there been any big changes in your city? Look at the grammar. Then highlight the transition phrases. Highlight the connectors. Big. What are all the words that were used instead of big? What were the synonyms used to express the idea of big? Let's also move to changes. What synonyms were used in place of changes? Were there any synonyms used for city? I see city quite a bit, but there have been some synonyms. Okay, urban center. Think of other words you could use for city. Is there any way that you can elevate this answer? And if you can, please comment below. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then obviously like and subscribe. We are committed to providing quality content for you guys. This is my mission in 2024 to build this channel to help those of you that I cannot help on a one-to-one basis. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If you have any special requests, comment below. We love hearing from you, and really, we would like to create content that really serves you. So, on that note, I'm your host, NAS Salter certified, IELTS accredited, 12 years of international experience, super tutor on every platform on this planet. And I am here really to serve you and to help you score IELTS Band 7, Band 8, and even higher. And if you are using our series and you get the score that you require, please show us some love and comment below. On that note, have a fabulous day, happy studying, and if you have the exam coming up soon, good luck.